it's awful. You know, the second leading cause of bankruptcy in this country is medical. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like the second, not the 10th, but the second. So the problems with the healthcare system were already, again, this goes back to what I was saying at the very beginning. 2020 and COVID specifically has put up a mirror to like American society. And most of us already knew it, but the ones that didn't, they don't like what they're seeing. And specifically when it comes to healthcare, Bernie Sanders, the left-leaning liberal parts of this country have been pointing this out for damn near 4 decades, that our healthcare system is broken in this country. One pandemic did this much damage. Imagine the next pandemic, because it will happen. Imagine the next pandemic with a more virulent and deadlier disease. What then?
Yeah. we're fucked. Bend over, kiss your ass goodbye.
And literally, like, you're talking about people's healthcare getting taken away during a pandemic? What?
Yeah.
It's literally like burning life rafts on the Titanic.
Just like, oh, the ship is sinking. We're burning the life rafts. Fuck you. Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, the problems with healthcare are more apparent than they've ever been, and I think, again, silver lining. I think I know the conversation around nationalized healthcare has changed before even COVID, right, because of Bernie and people like AOC and the whole, what do they call themselves? The crew. What do they call
themselves? The squad.
Squad. There you go. Ilhan Omar and the others. The conversation's changed. Like, people are aware that nationalized healthcare is where this country needs to head towards. I hope, fingers crossed, Nick, like, COVID will leave the legacy of COVID in a positive sense will be that healthcare will be fixed in this country.
Hopefully, but I'm not holding out too much for that happening.
How come?
I'm being honest. The way that the right and the bosses of this country, the rich, are digging in your heels. I mean, healthcare in this country is a $1 billion industry. The way they charge you for fucking an MRI, hundreds of thousands of dollars just to have an MRI in this country, and you go to Canada, you're a citizen of Canada or United Kingdom, you're paying significantly less, like hardly anything, because they have a national healthcare system. And the fact that they lie, the people on the right and the medical billionaires in this country lie about the Canadian healthcare system, lie about the UK healthcare system, saying that there's lines of people like, oh, you need a heart surgery? Well, that's a 3-month wait, which is totally not true and fucking insulting. And if you're listening in Canada or the UK, you need to, and they say that shit, you need to speak out against those lies, because you're not waiting for that long to have surgery. If it's important surgery, you're able to get in and get the surgery. If it's just a standard doctor's visit, you might have to wait if there's nothing wrong with you. But if there's something wrong, somebody's going to see you. And this lies he keeps saying, like, they're going to take away your health care, you're going to have no choice. And it's like, no, that's not fucking true. There's a lot of us that have no choice at all because we have no money, or our health care is tied to our jobs. That's not fucking fair.
No.
And they got a lot of money and a lot of backing, and this is what they do. So I'm a little hesitant of it. I think it'll take something very large, and especially now after the pandemic, you just see that being passed through Congress, and they over here can't even pass a damn stimulus bill for $600.
Yeah,
Measly low
yeah,
$600.
I was gonna touch on this about the economic relief, the absence of it as well. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just button it up on the healthcare aspect of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I agree with you, and it's gonna take
Right.
um, it's gonna take a lot of it's gonna take a lot of might to move that mountain. Private healthcare
Mm-hmm.
is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. Um,
Yeah.
Private insurance, I mean, not private healthcare, private insurance is what I meant to say. The lobbying power is incredible. The
Mm-hmm.
millions, billions that are made from that industry are nothing to scoff at. And yeah, but um, that doesn't mean like it needs to be either all private or all nationalized. Like Obamacare, for as flawed as it is in some aspects, it took steps in the right direction. I think we
Mm-hmm.
just need to continue on that path. Um, it's impossible, Nick, to flip a switch and just have taxpayer paid healthcare tomorrow. You
Right.
know,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I think COVID put a spotlight on why we need it even faster than ever. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the way diseases are becoming strengthened against antibiotics, against vaccinations. These pandemics, these viral outbreaks, they're going to get deadlier. They're going to get
Mm-hmm.
they're more resilient to drugs than they've ever been. You know, they're talking about how the vaccine that's being put out all over the world right now, um, it might not even be effective as of next year, which means we're going to be vaccinated every year for COVID, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Probably.
so now we got the flu, we got COVID, we got other vaccinations that people can choose to opt in or not of. You know, how many more will we see in the next decade or two?
God knows.
How many
God
you think God fucking
knows.
knows? Uh,
Yeah.
my point being is, it's a slow process, but I think it's been accelerated by Corona. That's my whole point about healthcare specifically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
It's only going to get worse.
you mean diseases?
Yeah, diseases, they're going to get
Yeah.
worse. And that goes into the changing of the environment. Like we tell you, the environment change is happening. Global warming is real. We're not fucking lying. All right, you quit talking to a sky chief and thinking that everything is going to be all right. You know, this planet might not be sustainable in the next 50 years.
Say Sky Chief.
Yeah, Sky Chief, God, Allah, whatever the hell he people fucking uh, worship, thinking that it's going to be okay, and we'll just get a paradise in heaven. It's like you don't know if that shit's real. Like, yeah, this is a show that talks about the paranormal and weird shit, but we're also scientists, social scientists, actual scientists. We think with our brains. There's no telling that there's some other side where everyone's chilling, having pina coladas, and no worries in the world. And you're sitting here and we tell you the climate is changing and things are not the way it's supposed to be. There's no, we haven't discovered another planet like ours is able to sustain human life or animal life like ours yet. So if it's over 50, unless we find something within 50 years and get an apparatus to get us there quickly, that's the end of the human race. Hell, only thing that might be available is cockroaches.
Yeah,
If
I've
that.
been saying.
But it even then, like, oh, we found another place where it would exist. How come we can't have two places? Like, what the fuck?
Here, let's stay a little bit more on stuff.
Yeah.
Nick's talking about intergalactic travel.
Intergalactic travel and shit, Star Wars, Death Star. Hey, man, I'm for it.
Come on, Elon.
Shit. Like, no, fuck Elon. Give me somebody else.
Hey.
Elon will probably charge us a shitload of money for that fucking shit. No, give me somebody else. It's like, oh, all right, $5. Where to go to the planet Xenu?
Speaking of Elon, in 2020, I learned what a dick that guy is.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I spent a lot of time on Reddit, and Reddit for a long time kind of sucked Elon's dick. And I think this year specifically, like, the what is it? You know, like the veil came off, and like, oh, this guy's just like a corporatist whore.
Mm-hmm. Now, when did you find out that he was a dick? Was it when he launched a car into outer space?
No, at that point I knew he had millions to blow. No, really, when I found out he was a dick was during like April, when he started spouting off opinions disguised as facts about COVID and wanting to open his factories back up and stuff when during the first surge. I say he's a dick in a sense that like he values money over really much else. Of course, yes, he's an entrepreneur. Yes, he's traveling to space. Yes, obviously he's doing great things for humanity. But at the same time, he's not this like, new age icon, whatever people considered him to be. And I learned that this year. Kind of a flawed-ass human being, honestly.
Well, most mega rich people are dicks. I mean, shit. Mark Zuckerberg is a prime example. Mark Zuckerberg is a dick and weird. Shit. Actually, the Jesse Eisenberg and the Social Network, that Mark Zuckerberg is more enjoyable than the actual Mark Zuckerberg. I'd rather hang out with the fucking fictional Mark Zuckerberg than the real Mark Zuckerberg.
He's supposed to be a dick in Social Network.
He's a big dick in the Social Network, but shit, at least that guy is fucking normal.
You're right, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just, found out Elon was a dick and just found out, again, back to the theme I said at the beginning, Corona in 2020 kind of put a shiny mirror onto a lot of things that, like, I didn't know about society. And, we'll get to the part about myself a little bit later, but, like,
right.
I didn't know Elon was a dick. I didn't. Maybe it's got more to do with the fact that I'm spending more time online than I have ever. So, like,
yeah, probably there's less to do, and but honestly, you can look at that guy and tell that motherfucker looks like an asshole. Just look at the way he smokes weed on the Joe Rogan show. So fucking meme.
Someone the other day said something about, like, he made a comment about like something was named something and he like made fun of it. So someone replied back to him saying, your child's name looks like a 30% off coupon on Groupon.
What's his kid's name?
It's just like a couple of letters and numbers. I don't know.
See, that's that fucking phenomenon of rich, famous people, mostly white, naming their kids some strange shit. Like, Well, who named their kid Apple?
Isn't Sylvester's? Oh, that's the blonde chick, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah, named their kid Apple. Fucking